Thomas then arrived at the Blue Mountain Quarry. And Owen let the car race. Scarlowy then arrived with the quarry car. Soon, Thomas's freight cars were filled with stone, and he steamed away. Thomas had passed by Marin Station just as the green Panther engine was watching him. But as Thomas had made it over Gordon's Hill, he didn't know that the cars got ready for their naughty yet when they reached the top. Hold back, said the car in the front. Thomas was almost at the top when one of the freight cars snapped the coupling. We're free, they said. Thomas heard the freight cars whistling away. Uh-oh, he said, and chased after them. The caboose tried to stop the freight cars, but the load was too heavy. Thomas luckily coupled up to them. Then there was trouble. Salty was taking some freight cars to the docks. "Shiver me tankers!" cried Salty as he saw Thomas coming through with the freight cars. Thomas could see Salty too. Thomas braked as hard as he could. Salty shut his eyes too. But luckily, Thomas stopped the train just in time. When he opened his eyes, he could see that the caboose had. He could see that he had stopped just in time. When Salty opened his eyes too, he could see that Thomas had stopped just in time as well. "Thank you, me hearty," said Salty. "If it weren't for you stopping those silly cars, those cars would have crashed into me again." "No, it was nothing," said Thomas. "I'm happy to help." Just then, Sir Topham had arrived on board Winston. Thomas was surprised. Thomas tried to hide the fact that he was dreadfully nervous that Sir Topham Hatt would be cross with him for causing the runaway way 2 times to nearly accidentally run into Salty again. 13 years ago, he shunted some freight cars up the hill, and he shunted them down the hill, and they crashed into Salty. T. T. And Thomas was hoping that Sir Topham Hatt wouldn't be cross with him again. But as Sir Topham Hatt came up to Thomas, he was smiling. "Well, Thomas," he said, "I've heard all about it, and I'm very pleased with you. You are a really useful engine. If it weren't for you stopping those cars would have crashed into Salty again." And since I've heard about your work efforts, you'll get to have a new coat of paint, and you get to have the day off. "Oh, thank you, sir," said Thomas. "But will Annie and Quatabelle have a new coat of paint, too?" he asked. "Certainly, Thomas." "Oh, thank you, sir. They will be pleased." Salty felt happy for Thomas, too. And Thomas set it off to Elsbridge Harbor to drop off the stove and cars. Later at Vigarstown, the green tender engine arrived in Vigarstown Station. Roman was already there, taking a passenger train back to the mainland. "Good evening, Roman," said the green tender engine. Oh, hello there, Mantis," said Roman. Then, why are you running around the island of Sodor? Or he asked. "Well," said the green engine, It's that blue tank engine that you told me about, Thomas. He's been missing you ever since." "Really?" said Roman. "Yes," said the green engine. "We should tell our controller, Mr. Cricket's about it." Yeah. "Good thinking," said Roman. As soon as Roman's passengers were on board, he steamed away, back to the mainland. And the green tender engine followed. As Thomas came back to the sheds, he forgot about Roman. He went to sleep.